Hello, Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Rising. This is Tommy, the Tarot Reader, and I'm also known as the Tommy, the Tarot Reader. This is Tommy's Tarot Time. This is my Tarot Time, and we're doing a reading. It's a three-parter. The first part is about your current relationship. The next part is if you want to get back together with your ex. And the next part is if you're single and finding love. So this card already fell out, so I put it on the table. The first part is the current relationship, and this part is about your current relationship, and you are in love. Very much in love, Aries. In love with someone who's very much in love with you, all right? So your thoughts of the relationship, you are thinking about, making it like sacred under the eyes of God. Yeah, you're contemplating seriousness, Aries. You don't want to waste any more time. Because you want to like move on. You want to put this aside, and it's going well, it feels good, and you want to put it aside and focus on the things you need to actually really focus on. Their thoughts, they're a little doubtful. They're not sure. They want it all. There's a potential for having it all for both of you, because, the current relationship is, yes, you have it all. Okay, basically, the current relationship is going really well. This right side up, it's going really super well, but it was like this. So they're a little hesitant, and they're not sure they're not sure. For whatever reason, they have a little bit of doubt, but they know that this relationship is it. What do you need from them? You need for them what? To slow down? Okay. You need, maybe you're with someone that's got it all planned out, and you want to take your time a little bit because you're not sure, something like that. Maybe you'd like for things to slow down a bit, okay? Oh, what do they need from you for them not to feel so anxious because you want to slow things down so much? And they don't want to feel so anxious that they've spent all this time with you or something like that. They're coming out of some type of anxiety because it's looking much more hopeful. So your relationship is looking hopeful. There's still some doubts, but I think the two of you can, whatever the doubts are, like the Nine of Swords, this card, whatever is worrying them about the relationship, whatever's worrying you, Aries, or whatever's worrying them about the relationship, this is their card. They're pulling out of what they are needing from you. They are needing less anxiety from you because you, Aries, are not sure about something. And what do you need from them? And you need for them to slow down and give you the space to figure things out. What are their thoughts? They want it all. They want the relationship. They want their dreams to happen. But, it's upside down. So it's taken a while. They know it's there, but it's taking too long. Your thoughts of the relationship, you do want this. You want to solidify this relationship, and you want this relationship. This relationship is your lifelong relationship. You're in the relationship. It's just, you want to take more time about something. You're very much in love, but I don't know why you're hesitating. Advice? You feel out of control. Okay, so Aries, the advice is maybe to slow down, but the advice is, this is an Aries card, but it's upside down. The advice is Aries needs to take their power back. So Aries needs to feel more on top of the world. However, you're not going, this relationship is not going to be a sacred union until you feel on top of the world. Because this Aries guy is upside down. He's still trying to get it together. But it's all good. When all these cards are right side up, except this card. This card's like anxious card. The rest of it is very good. What relationship doesn't have a little bit of anxiety, right? Okay, Aries, let's move on to if you go back to your ex. What's going to happen if you go back to your ex, Aries? What's going to happen if you go back to your ex? Oh, you're going back to your ex and thinking you're going to have a lot of fun because you had a lot of fun before. You're kind of out of it sometimes, and you don't want to remember bad things in the past. You don't care for it. You live in the moment. You run into your ex and you remember the good times. So you're totally up for good times with the ex, and the ex probably remembers the good times. And I see this situation as when you're either drinking or partying with a bunch of friends, and you run into your ex and they're there and they're up for a good time, and there you go. That's what you got. That's how you and the ex might get back together again. I mean, not get back together, but hook up. I don't see more of it than a hookup. Now, what would happen if you actually got past the hookup phase? Oh, you're actually in love. Oh my God, Aries. So if you hook up, this is with someone you've always been in love with, but Aries, you're not saying anything. You actually really love them. And since if they don't want to be with you because you're not putting enough effort into the relationship, because you just sometimes don't, and they broke up with you because you don't seem interested, because you're kind of a slacker in the relationship. You and Leos are slackers. You guys just kind of sit back and watch women do all the work. Aries and Leo. But you're in love. You just don't want to work too hard for it. What do you want? You really like this person. What do you want? Oh, you just don't want any anxiety around them. You don't want them to pressure you. Maybe they're stopped pressuring you. They decided that your ex comes back around and they're like, hey, I just want us to be friends and just hang out. That's what you want. You just want them to just stop bringing up all the bad stuff and just enjoy being with you, What you want is not to have any little bit of discomfort. You hate any little bit of discomfort. You run so fast from it. I get it. I'm an Aries. I run faster than you from discomfort. Okay. What do they want? Let's see what they want. Well, they want a man in love or a woman in love. They want all the love stuff. Are you able to give that? Aries, are you able to be romantic and give all the love stuff? I know you feel it, but can you do it? I don't know, Aries. You're kind of a slacker. Okay, so you love them, but you don't want to do the work, clearly. You just kind of want to hang back and just chill and stare at them. The long-term potential. You're still not gonna make a decision. This isn't the person you want to be with. the person you want to be with, this isn't the person you want to be with. How are you going to know it's the person you want to be with? You're going to get a big fat slap in your face. That's how you're going to know that that's a person you want to be with. I'm not saying that someone has physically assaulted you. I'm saying metaphorically, it's going to hit you so hard. Let me tell you the story of Annette Bening and Warren Beatty. The movie was Reds. He looked at her. She's a Gemini. He's an Aries. He looked at her, walked across the room, went up to her and said, "You're going to have my babies." And they have been married ever since. That's what I'm talking about, Aries. But don't be messing around, with people you have no emotional connection with. Okay, the next one is singles, Aries. The first card is, are you ready to date? Not really. You don't want to talk to anyone. You're too tired. You're too busy working. You don't want to talk to anyone. Dating requires that you talk. You can't just sit there and have a drink and just stare at them. As much as you would like to do that, Aries, you can't. So, yeah, I don't know. You kind of set yourself up for not having a good time with dating. So maybe you're not ready to date. So if you meet someone, what are their characteristics? Let's see who can get you to look their way. This card came up. It's a Leo. So possibly a Leo. Oh my God. That is so weird. I just said Leo because this card came up and this card fell out. How freaking weird is that? Okay, Aries, it's probably a Leo. I just had to pull both these cards out because I said Leo and both of them fell out. So yeah, I think it's a Leo. Leo, you're interested in Leo because they can excite you. They also can afford to excite you. And they're so generous. They don't care that you're slacking off and you don't, they'll just keep giving and you can just keep taking. I just said that. Aries can be very selfish and self-centered. How will you meet? Because they start talking to you and they won't stop talking to you. That's how you meet. I don't know where you're gonna meet, but it's because they just can't stop talking to you and they make you laugh and you start to get interested. Starts to pull you out of your doldrums because they're so funny and they're so crazy about you. The relationship can start to move into a lot of sex. You don't want to be talking, but you don't mind having a lot of sex. They'll do all the talking. You'll be doing all the touching. Aries, Leo. I do see Leo. I don't see another sign here. I really don't. I see Leo. A very successful Leo. What is the potential? Yeah, a man in love. Both of you are going to be in love. You meet this Leo, it's a possibility, Aries, that you are in love. They are in love. In love. Leo, not buffed, not like muscular, not egotistical, not concerned about how big their muscles are. They are more concerned about getting along with you and getting to know you and sharing with you their interests because the stuff they're doing is really fascinating. You might even look at them and go, oh my God, I'm really actually boring, because they are so interesting and fascinating, but they want you to come into their life to share all this amazing stuff with you. And you're going to fall in love with them. And you're going to pull out of your, slacker attitude and go out and enjoy life in the world with your Leo. This is a Leo to me. So, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, Aries. I hope I meet my Leo. That's what I got for you. If you like this reading, hit the like button and subscribe to Tommy's Tarot Time. I am Tommy the Tarot Reader, but I am also the Tommy the Tarot Reader. I love just saying that's so funny. So I will see you at my next reading. Signing off.